It's another beautiful edition of BTV Exclusive Interview. You are indeed welcome to our expansive, educative, impacting and analytical BTV program. With me is a man of influence and affluence, a dogged activist, a reputable humanitarian, a seasoned politician who is going to introduce himself by his very self. Nice having you on board, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Abdul.
For the purpose of our viewers all over the globe, who is distinguished Ambassador Yerima Shettima?
My name is Yerima Usman Shettima. A child was born so many years back from Zaria City to be precise. The school in Utubo Primary School, Secondary School, Nico Commercial Secondary School, Lagos State University for my BSc Public Administration, the Masters of MCP SS in Kaduna State University, now and also doctorate degree in interparliamentary at University of Abuja.
Sir, what inspired your aspiration? Because going all over Kaduna, we have colossal big birds containing your very self.
What inspired me is just simple, was service to humanity, because I've always been doing that, and I felt strongly that there's a need to bring about a desired change to my people. I've done that in the past at the level of an individual, and I felt now it's time for us also to do better than we did in the past. I felt also strongly it's time for us to also queue into the political realms and also give our service to humanity. This is what inspired me. So for me, it has to do with service to humanity, service to my people, dedicating my life to them, and also doing the needful.
Distinguished, as a leading aspirant of Kaduna Central Senatorial District seat, what difference or what impact are you longing to bring on board in governance if elected come 2027?
The aims of people have always been to see and feel what governance is all about in a positive way, and this is what they are lacking. And oftentimes I felt strongly there's more to do when it comes to the issue of governance. People are not feeling the impact positively. Complaints here and there for over 2 decades, over and over. We've seen people coming on board and they are doing their bit, but I don't think they're getting it right. For me, I felt also I have something to contribute that I can also give to my people. And on that basis was why some of my friends felt that we can work as a team to bring about good governance to them, and at the same time do the needful. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know I can do better than previous ones. So I strongly felt that I have a background where I come from. It's a service to humanity that I've done for so many years, and I think I can do more if given an opportunity politically. I will do better. I will bring about a good governance. I will stand on the side of my people. Even if I'm going to be alone, I will ensure I do the needful and do just right.
Distinguished, why did you choose to contest on the platform of All Progressive Congress, APC? Why did you choose that vehicle?
The reason is just very simple, because APC stands to be the progressive party so far, and if you look at those who form it from onset, you realize that they are product of progressive products. For me, I can only align with forces that can bring about progress, and on that basis I felt it's a very nice platform that I can work to ensure that those aspirations, those yearnings of our people can be met through that platform. And that's just the reason why I align myself with the APC. So strongly I believe that it's a platform that provides for like of us who felt strongly we can radically bring about a good change to our people. And I think APC has provided that platform. And on that basis was why I felt APC is the best platform for me right now.
Your Honor, Your Honor, how would you appraise the current administration under Governor Uba Sani? How do you appraise?
Uba Sani is a product of progressive movement from onset. He's a Democrat. He is part of those who had fought, who stood on the side of the people during the dark days. I also was part of that same product. The president of the country today is also part of that product. So some of us met on the trenches. And I have no doubt in my mind what he's doing today is simply because his life has been shaped by the struggle, previous struggle. And that's why you can easily assess the differences and get it straight and say, look, there are differences between the Arewa regime and this of Uba Sani regime, because Arewa was never a product of any struggle. He's just one of those we call an opportunist who found themselves in the corridor of power, and they never make any sacrifices, and to that extent they abuse all of these privileges. But Uba has suffered for that. He has went through a lot. We both have gone through a lot, and we have made our sacrifices in the past, and that was why it is easy for us to say, look, this is part of us, and this is exactly what we felt about what governance can be, because we stood on the part of the people, we know the pains of the people, and we know what we have contributed to the democracy we are talking about today. So to that extent, history will always be fair to us, and that basis was why today Uba stood different from others. You could feel the impact of positive governance to the people. You can see his moody of operandi. You can see how calm he is. You can see how very organized and steadfast in his day-to-day activities. You can see what the people are feeling, accessible to the governance, and at the same time he's always there to listen to the yearning of the people, and at the same time make some adjustment to ensure that his people are carried along. And on that basis, some of us are very proud of him because we've seen him demonstrating what governance is all about. So Uba stood to be among the best, or if not call him best among the best. I stand to be corrected, because he's one of the best so far as a governor of Kaduna State.
Distinguished, how do you assess the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the federal level?
I've known Tinubu since we were on the trenches. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I've worked very closely with him. I remember vividly many years ago, we met on the trenches, likes of him, likes of General Kiriadi, like of Shogun Oshoba, likes of Bolaji Akinyemi, like of Chief Anthony Nahoro, like of Akingba, and so many of them, and Gani Fawimi, Beko Ramson Kuti, blessed memory today. Most of them are not alive. I've worked closely with him, and I've known the kind of person he is from onset. He has worked closely to the people. He has contributed a lot to our collective struggle. And I will tell you, most of us, if not for him standing on our side, supporting most of our activities, some of us wouldn't have come to the fore today as it stands today. Whether you like it or not, Tinubu has contributed a lot to some of us who are very progressive in this struggle. He has funded so many struggles that I was in the picture. Campaign for Democracy, he has contributed. In Pro-Nako, he has contributed. In Adeko struggle, he has contributed a lot. So Tinubu has done well. He has paid his due. So when you begin to look at his style of leadership, he's been very consistent, very slow, despite the fact that people must misunderstood him. But the man has a lot in his head, and I knew if given the opportunity, he would do better than what he's doing. You don't expect somebody to destroy your home, and you expect somebody who will come to rebuild the house to build it as easy as those who have destroyed. And that is where Nigerians are missing the point. I have no doubt in my mind, Tinubu has done well, even as a governor. He has done well in the struggle. He has done as a governor, he has done as a senator. Being a president also, you should expect him to do better. Very unfortunate. People misunderstood him. If there's anybody who believes in reward in the country today, none you can pinpoint that is better than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I know about that. I'm from the north, but I was privileged to work closely with him, and I've known him from onset. And I know his contribution to the struggle. There are things to say, there are things that are not necessarily, but Tinubu has done well. So whether you like it or not, you must give him the pass. He has done well. So for me, there's something about him that people don't understand. He has always stood on the part of people. And that's why today it is easy when there are calls by people or movement. Once he gets to his ear, he sits down with his team to analyze the issues and probably make some adjustment or even drop the policies. And that's why oftentimes when issues are raised as regards to his policy as a president, when he realizes the masses are on one side, he is at the other side of it, he quickly make adjustment and come back to the side of the people, because he's a leader who listens to the people. So that's Tinubu for you. I'm sharing an experience I had with him, not because he's a president. No, I'm just telling you who he is. I work closely with him, and I know him personally, he knows me personally. So I have no doubt in my mind Tinubu will do more, better. But let us be patient. Rome is not built in a day. It's a process, and Tinubu will get it right. Just be rest assured.
Consequently, what message or advice do you have for eligible voters who sell their franchise because of material things in the name of vote buying? What message do you have for them?
It's a disaster for somebody to sell his conscience, because it's as good as selling your conscience. We just have to get it right. An opportunity has been provided through democratic processes, that is to elect and to re-elect leaders if need be. For us, it's an opportunity that I will also want to call the electorate to be mindful of those that vote. It's an opportunity in every 4 years. It's either you get it right or you continue repeatedly, you will continue to be crying. And for how long will you cry? Will you continue crying in every 4 years, or you want to change your destiny? You can change your destiny by merely casting your vote to the right people. So I want the electorate to do it right and get it right, so that they can also be part of victory, be part of a country that we can all be proud of, part of a country that you can boastfully go to anywhere and be proud of. This is your country, and if you don't do it right, definitely you'll be ashamed of going anywhere to raise your head and say this is a country you belong. So it's a collective thing. In as much as we want a better country, then we must be seen to do it right in both ways.
Sir, as a leading aspirant of Kaduna Central Senatorial District seat, are you not scared of other contestants in any way?
I've never known fear from onset. That's me for you. I've never known fear. I've never been coward in anything I do. And to those who know my antecedents, know me very well. My antecedents clearly spelled who my personality is. So to those who know me, they know fear is never part of my life, and I believe in taking risks. But in the case of even Kaduna Central, I don't think I'm taking any risks. I just feel strongly I deserve it. I deserve to serve my people, and I want to serve my people wholeheartedly, and I want to work for them. For me, I see myself as a servant. I voluntarily submit myself for service, and that's just it. What is the risk about it? What is the fear? Why should I be scared of serving my people, even if it has to be my last breath? Because it's worth giving your life, serving your people. It's worth giving your life. So what is the fear about it? I have no fear about anybody at all.
Sir, it is apparent that you've been doing pretty good promulgating the ruling party, APC, in all ramifications. Why are you so confident?
Why am I so confident?
Yes, you've been promulgating the ruling party pretty well. It's apparent.
Because the party is doing fine. If you felt you have something, a platform that is doing fine, you can boastfully. I'm not one of those who sit down, aloof, or pretend, or want to be at the fence, pretend that all is not well. Under this APC platform, we have seen so many good things coming around. Under APC government, people are preaching. Under APC government, we are seeing people gradually seeing hopes. Today, under APC government, We have seen food crash landing, prices of food crash landing. Under APC, we have seen dollar crash landing. We have seen that hopes are gradually coming back to the people compared to what we have experienced in the past. Why wouldn't I confidently work for APC? Why wouldn't I stand on the side of APC? Why wouldn't I also confidently align myself with the APC? I am proudly a APC member.
Conclusively, you are a business mogul. You are a philanthropist. You are an activist and a seasoned politician. How are you marrying the whole of this?
You missed one other point. You didn't include how do I even manage with my family?
As well as your immediate family.
That's
I beg your pardon.
And that's my primary responsibility. My family comes first. Yes.
Yeah.
Family, business, politics, activism. Both goes at the same time, because for me, I've always seen myself as somebody who should dedicate his life to his people, and I've always been doing that. I actually don't have a time of myself. All my life, in the last 2 decades, I've always been on the run. So today is not different from what I've experienced in the past. And I just know it's just a matter of time. For as long as I remain alive and I'm still breathing, I'll continue to give my service to humanity. I will continue to do it right, and I'll continue working. My family bears with me because they understand my kind of person from the beginning. And my business, of course, other people, I run it, and also I have trustworthy people who also support me in doing my businesses. Don't forget I'm a farmer, and by extension also I'm into properties. I buy and sell and do all of that. And at the same time, activism has always been part of my life. Once I perceive certain injustice in any quarter, I react. I hardly see an injustice and I pretend never to see it. So it irritates me to an extent. So it's part of my life, activism. So I'm always there, and I'm always, even if given the opportunity, we got what we want politically, I remain what I am, because I will work for people, and I will stand not only to my constituency, I will work in the best interest of the country, because Nigeria is a great country, and I'm proud to be a Nigerian. It's a country that we should all be proud of. So there's no better home than my country. So for me, it's worth doing.
How nice having you on BTV, and I must register unreserved gratitude for granting this interview. Here we'll be wrapping up.
Thank you, and thank you, viewers.
I remain Comrade Abdulhakeem Mutiu of BTV. May we live to meet next week for another beautiful edition of BTV. Thank you, and cheers.